The carnival atmosphere has already started here in Sao Paulo as Brazil welcomes the Formula One Grand Prix. The Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache has been a staple of the racing calendar for decades, and soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all. The Sao Paulo track is beautifully designed to present an enticing challenge for teams and drivers alike. Between medium-speed S-corners, hill climbs, and the high-speed section after Junção, this circuit calls for cars to have a balanced setup to succeed here. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the teams. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. The competition is on. It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
Haas proved quite resourceful during qualifying. That puts them in a very good position to make the most of this race start. Alpha Tauri's qualifying results were in line with the targets set out for the team. They certainly have the potential to achieve a good result here today. And we've seen some sustained rain here today, which might mean intermediate tyres at the very least, and possibly further strategy changes.
And when it comes down to it, there's simply no telling what will happen here, in the ups and downs of Sao Paulo. The drivers are now in their race positions, under somewhat rainy skies. Mick Schumacher there, with a top 10 position on the grid. This race could really go either way for them. Then we have Kevin Magnussen. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. And we're just moments away now. And now, it's time for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And welcome to Sao Paulo. And here we are. In the rain, just like we did at the last one starting off. Again, there's going to be a bunch of going back and forth. They're going to see stuff popping up. We're going to ignore it. But
catch up.
We're going to run you through. Looks like Kevin got head one. And position lost does come down when they're...
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
So 11 and 12. Right now, we're going to start with Schumacher. Show you what it's like to be racing in the rain here. We got 3.4 millimeters, and these intermediates are rated up to 4 millimeters. So if it started coming on faster, we'd need to change to wet tires. It's funny, like this isn't technically wet. 4 millimeters. You'd be hydroplaning, but instead we're F1 racing. That's just insane. But I mean, look at this is still F1 Manager 2022. And this, I think this is really good graphic quality. I think this looks really good. I was impressed with it when I first saw it. Now that I'm nearing the end of the season, I'm going to miss it. I know, a lot of other people who had this have done multiple seasons. But I think the people I've seen do it fast forward much of the race. And they're mostly looking for results and kind of banging through it. And then they check out the highlight stuff when somebody crashes, goes wide or whatever. And they tend to rifle through these things. I tend to do this more as a simulation and run it straight through. And it's a bit of a slog. And even during the season when I'm caught up and I run through practice sessions, I do those real time too. So it makes it feel by the end of the season like you've really put your time in. Because you have. Now his teammates right behind him. There's Kevin Magnussen. But yeah. So I mean, it's going to be. We still after this race, we still have another race in here. So we're going to have another F1 2022 race, and it will have been a good sim. And I'll uninstall it with some trepidation. You see the water spilling up over the backs of their. See, it's like shooting straight up there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this has been a good one, and I'm glad I did it, and I think taking the team from 10th to 7th it's good. I think it's good, in my opinion. I mean, their goal was 6th, but that's a bit. I mean, I took this team. There's 10 teams. We were dead last, and at this point, the 7th. So we've leapfrogged 3 teams, or well, 2 teams. So we've come up a couple slots, and I think that's what progress looks like. So I think when I start 2023, I'll consider that Haas is leaving the door open for me, depending on what the end of this season looks like. Unless they say we're gonna pass on you for next season, in which case I'd do that for 2023. But yeah, I do enjoy this, and I hope those of you who have tuned in enjoy it despite my commentary. Here's what looks like 6 inches off the ground in rain in Brazil. We got 3.5 millimeters. And I basically wait until they tell me that it's time to change tire. When everybody else starts coming in, that's when I'm going to do it. I think we learned the last time around, right, that Sao Paulo is one of the most populated cities on the planet. It's in the top 10. So this is a huge city, bigger than any city here in the United States. Which is funny because I'm from Chicago. Chicago's a big city, but then you go to New York and it's like 2 Chicagos, and then you go to Sao Paulo and it's even bigger than that, so it's fun to think about. So we're going to have a battle between the 2 guys here. Now we've got a custom here at Haas to spin out or go long in the first 10 laps. So we'll see. They got like 6 more laps here for one of these guys to make a major mistake, and we'll see who gets the crown. But looks like Magnus is going to try and get around Schumacher. But I'm honest with you. I'll be very surprised if we get to the 10th lap and one of my guys hasn't flown off the track, because they have proven to me in the last handful of races, most of the season, that they are incapable of going one race without one of them flying off the track. And in some races, like that last race, both of them off the track, and sometimes multiple times. So I don't know if that's something to do with me. Before we started the race, I think Schumacher had like an 80-something% confidence in his car, or 90-something, and Magnussen like a upper 80s or something. They're very confident in their car setups. So you would think then they would have a feel for the car and how it handles around turns, even in wet weather. Albon's in the pit already. We got 286 on the dampness, so I don't know what he's coming in for. We'll find out in a minute. Condition now, his tires are getting hot. So it's possible as we get down closer to 1 millimeter that they might still heat up. I don't know if the rain's supposed to stop or not. Schumacher's engine's 85%. It's still new. ERS new. Gearbox 72. His car is going to be fine without changes for the rest of the year. No damage on anything. And right now, we just got to make sure we bring him in before lap 30 for new tires. Everybody's running the intermediates. We'll go to Magnussen here, who's right behind him. And we'll follow him for a minute here as we look at some of his stuff. His timings are good on those last few runs. His tires are in good shape. His brakes are warming up. His engine's 76. It's still going to be good this race and the next race. His ERS is 49. That's his electronic, that's when he goes to pass and stuff. I think that'll be good for the rest of the season, although we may have an older one that we could swap out. I don't think we're going to want to buy a new one for the last race. The next race is in Abu Dhabi, and that's it for the season, so I think he'll be fine. And so forth. Again, strategies, looks like he'll be in about lap 30. He's got, looks like Ocon right behind him. Ocon's going to make a move, presumably, and try and get him, but Magnussen. That's the thing about Magnussen. If he could stick to the track, he's good. He could go in the top 10. But if he doesn't stick to the track, he's going to drop into that back 10 and stay there. So it's super frustrating. I think he's a good second driver for a team. But instead, my second driver is my top driver, and my other driver, I mean, he's showing promise, Schumacher. But I don't think they're gonna. I don't think either guy. I think Magnussen's on the team next season, but I don't think Schumacher's on. We'll have to see. Here you're down with a fin. Low track grip, very low rubber, 35.6 degrees at the track, which is funny because it's wet down here. 85% chance of rain in the next 4 minutes. 22 degrees Celsius, which I don't have. I have my phone here, but I'll check it out. I mean, I got a text from my brother-in-law. I got to read that. But before that, let's go to the leader. We're 13 seconds off the leader, 13 and a quarter. Everyone still has. Now, that's funny. Everybody still has intermediates. And was it Albon who came in already with a pit? All these guys pit already. But what'd they pit for? Hamilton had this best section to the front. We're stopping in the second. Now we're stopping with the fastest lap time. But we're going to go on again off the leader. We'll keep it there for a little bit. We're going to go back to Schumacher because he's currently technically in the lead. Big crowd here on hand. All right, let's switch over to the phone and find out what my brother-in-law said. I told him I'd be driving tonight. I mean, oh, okay, and I was asking, but he said maybe Wednesday for driving. I just told him I was going to go truck driving tonight, maybe. And I still might. Look at this. He's looking to take Tsunoda. Good for you. He's hanging in there. He tried. And he's not giving up, but it was a good try. And, yeah, there's to say Gannon's nice attempt to get him next time. He's trying again right now. But, yeah, it's good to see him step up and try and make something happen there in the rain. He's not content with just fighting off his teammate. He wants to get up. And that's it, man. I mean, Alpha Tauri has the target. And that's we want to keep McLaren in our rear view, and we want to make the move on Alpha Tauri. They're behind us in the standings, McLaren, and Alpha Tauri ahead of us. So if we can make moves on Tsunoda, get up there, that would be awesome. And I like that they're going up there now. We also have Alpine, who's interlaced here, so it's going to be challenging. So far, it's a bit of a fight. And again, we don't have to worry about a pit until like lap 30. Or we're nearing lap 10, and I'm at this point, like I said, I'm sort of shocked that one of my guys hasn't run off the track yet. Considering they have in every race, I think, every race but maybe one or two, I would be shocked if they didn't come off the track here soon, especially in the wet. But we'll see. I like Sao Paulo here. It's obviously hilly terrain in this area. The city's sort of built along these hills on the coast. But look at the trees in the background with the weather. I hear the brothers back there. I don't know if they're arguing or what they're doing, but... the fans are cheering the whole time. They came out in the rain. All right, another car has run wide. It's not us. Now that's given us the go-ahead to run wide ourselves. In case we were waiting for somebody else.
Wide.
Perez. Oh, that's up there in the top. We'll see
Let's
it.
take a look at the replay. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. They're way off the racing line there. That isn't good.
No, but it didn't change the positioning at all. All right, now Tsunoda's jumping out ahead now. Again, Tsunoda's another one of those drivers that early season was not overly impressive. I remember having Tsunoda behind us most of the first half of the season. And so I don't know if he's improved as a driver. Hold on, I keep hearing stuff in the other room. If he's improved as a driver or if Alpha Tauri's put a much better car on the track. I'm going to guess it's the latter. I'm going to guess that their car is better. No, Magnus is talking about warmer tires, and it looks like he's got Ocon trying to make a move on him. And he's going to have to fight him off. And it looks like he did. So good defense there. But you know he's trying on you. And we got to get up. And we got to get back on Tsunoda. So let's check the onboard camera again. We're down to 1 millimeter. Very low track rubber. But 70% chance of 2 minutes. Still raining. We'll get... The race engineers are plugged into the weather. So they will be able to tell us, you know, what the weather is like coming up, and they'll let us know if it's going to stop. And that's going to cue teams to start coming in and changing to regular tires. As far as weather goes, I mean, it would be nice to be in Sao Paulo, Brazil in November. Being from the northern hemisphere, it's it's mid-November here now, real life and in game. This is the ugliest weather month in the Chicago area. It's just basically overcast almost for a month, wet, cold. So I mean, although this is wet, this is like I said, it's close to 80 degrees. This is the beginning of their summer months down there in Brazil. They came off their fall and now off their spring, and now they're coming into the southern hemisphere summer. So it's nice and warm, tropical feel, good to visit there. And then you're going to go from here to Abu Dhabi, where it's warm also, in the Arabian Peninsula, but dry desert. So it'll be nice to finish the season dry after having raced a couple of wet races. Here's the home stretch, right off the fin. I should have checked to see what their... I'll have to check his telemetry next time he comes around. But yeah, I mean, wow, lap 13. And both guys are on the track. Just about 2 millimeters, so it's this... That's the thing about these tires, these intermediates. If it's drying out, these tires heat up fast. I don't know what it is about their design. I'm not as educated in that as I probably should be as principal of an F1 team. But when it starts to dry out, these tires get hot. So I think the ideal for these tires is about 2 millimeters of water, and that's where they really shine, and that's what really keeps their temperature manageable as well. Liquid cooling. And now, you know, the way the clouds look here in the sunshine, looks like there's light in the distance. I mean, it's 3:17 p.m. Sun's going down a little bit. but there's enough light that there's enough sunshine to think this could blow through. And we could see an end of this. Boy, I would imagine this, just the wind coming, hitting your helmet, hitting your visor at this speed would have to be kind of noisy. Like, could you imagine what it would feel like hitting your skin? When they come around this back over here, I'm gonna check out the telemetry and see what they do. It looks like Magnussen may want to try and make a move on him. But so he's trying to overtake his teammate, and Reagan's cheering him on. All right, once he comes along here, we'll go to telemetry. We'll look at miles per hour. It's back here in the States, that's what we care about. It's going to come around a bend here, but you really don't slow down here because you're on the side. 184 miles an hour and 2 millimeters of water. So that's pretty darn impressive. And his teammate is right there. They're in a back stretch here. I don't see the DRS open, and I don't see it here either. So they weren't trying to pass there. I wasn't paying attention on that other straightaway. Presumably this is where you try and pass. But it's pretty close, and Tsunoda's still right in front of us. I mean, he's not racing fast enough to take Tsunoda at this pace. He's not threatening to get around him. So I think the only thing, we just got to keep racing, keep pushing, but don't overdo it. And if Tsunoda pushes too hard and spins out coming out of a turn, then we can get around him. I think that's our hope. I think if Tsunoda sticks to the track, which he usually does, we're not going to get around him. But now, if we're fighting for a point here, if we end up with one of us in 10th place, that gets us a point, moves us up in the standing. Unfortunately, again, the team we have to get, if we went from 7th to 6th, we have to get around Alpha Tauri. And that's just, both of them are ahead of us. And that's not going to happen. I think the end of the season, we've got McLaren far enough behind us that we don't have to worry too much about them catching us, which means we don't have to worry about falling back to 8th. But we also are not likely to come up to 6th. All right, Magnussen making the move now. This is his 3rd attempt to pass his teammate. And he's sticking with him on the outside. Now he's going to be on the inside. And there he goes. Just made the move. Just took him. Although he's got to come inside here. Oh, and just the kid almost shook him. This is a big battle. And the kid took him back. 3rd attempt. Yet failed. But now here they're coming on the home stretch. And this is where he's going to pour it on. This is where Kevin Magnussen's going to open it up. And where's the DRS? Yeah, because you got one of you has to hit the DRS if you want to do the overtake. Who's your race engineer? Do they not enable DRS during... You know, I didn't hear him say DRS enabled. Oh! Did he hit his teammate?
Let's see what happened there. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher. And there, we see the crash. That's going to be a big blow to the team.
That's exactly.
Will they be able to recover?
It was a matter of time.
I don't know what to say. I'm very sorry about that.
Are you okay, Mick?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's okay, you know, we figured that would happen, kid. Don't worry about it. Let's take a look at your car. Minor front wing damage. It's minor. I'm going to leave you out for now. All right? We're going to keep you out when we come in. When we bring you in for tires, we'll change your wing. It's minor damage. It's not See, now you can see, look here. Well, I guess you really can't see it, right? He's got a vertical slat on his wing. It'd be right here, and it's gone. You can see it better here. See, there's a vertical fin, and it's missing on the front right side. So it is going to affect the aerodynamics, but he's got the next guy behind him's back a little ways, and I think he's going to be fine in 13th for a while. Now, if we start to see Vettel closing in on him, which we don't, that might be our, a reason for us to bring him in. But we're going to leave that like that for now. So Magnussen's ahead now. He's up in 10th. And it looks like he's got Ocon behind him, but not right there anymore. So Ocon fell off with that thing. And Tsunoda is up here ahead of him a little ways, so I don't know if Magnus can catch him. 2.64 millimeters. The rain's picked up. But that's going to work out for the tires. Honestly, I'm almost tempted to just watch him. But here you can see on the map, again, he's fine. If he's not as long as he's not losing stuff, I'm not worried about him. He can hold out until we start bringing them in. Now, if we look at tires again, everyone's on the intermediates, but these guys already came in once, and I don't get that because they already pitted. Let's go to his tires. Yeah, and he's even extending them. He can go to at least the 30th lap. As long as the weather stays like this, doesn't look as darkened up again. We don't need to worry too much about it. And I think there he is back there. And he doesn't have... He's holding out fine with his damaged wing. So, again, I was a little concerned at first. He lost a few spots. Obviously, he was 10th and went down 1, 2, 3. But he's going to stay ahead of him. I think he can get ahead of Norris. So when Norris comes into pit and stuff, we can see the standing water. 3.87. I mean, this is closing. This is 4 millimeters now. It's wet. Now we got to be careful. I don't know if others are coming into pit or not. Is it climbing up? Yeah, all right. So let's do this. We're going to go wet tires. And we're going to go car parts, front wing. That's going to add 7 seconds. Hit this lap.
And we'll box now, box now.
Coming for box.
Gasly's in the pit. We're hanging out at 458. I don't know if it's going to stay that rainy. They have to fix his fin. Putting a front fin on here. Let's see what's going on with this. People coming in for wets. Gasly has wet. These guys are going to come out with wets. They've got wet tires on. Yeah, and it's climbing, so we're going to go wet.
So let's box this lap.
Copy box.
For 80. Go back to tires again. We got several wets. Okay. Now he's got both of the McLarens in front of him. Wets are rated. Forget how they're rated. Alright, so anyway, he's 13. Schumacher's 16. You can see the blue on there. Now he could pass him on the intermediates because we can go around the turns faster. So I think that's what we're gonna do here. Now if we could check, so you could see that you could even see the treading on these tires. Almost like regular tires you'd have on a car, like on your car. I think he can get around Ricardo here. I think he will. 4.53, 5.2. We're good above 4. And we're going to pass him on the outside. Tsunoda's in the pit. We're going to get around Tsunoda.
Okay, good job, Kev. That's one.
We're going to get around Tsunoda. He's in there.
Haas
He's in
with
there.
an overtake there.
Come on, get around and get past him. Yep, all right, we got around him. All right, so we are not quite in the money yet. Does Tsunoda have wets? He's coming out. He's going to come out with wet. Right? Yep, okay. So both these guys still have intermediates on, and we could pass them. Schumacher back here. This is good stuff, people. This is good stuff. All right, off the leader. Nobody right behind him, really. I think these guys might come in, although it's 4:17 now, and it's falling. We want to hope for more rain. Those guys are coming in. We're still over 4. And now we're at the top end of the intermediates. Right here. So now we're back into their sweet spot, out of ours. But if we get more rain, that'll help us. Now we got to start watching our tire temps. Our tire's getting a little warm there on the turns.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
All
Let's
right,
take
I didn't
a
even see
closer
it.
look. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher. And there they go, moving up a position.
Way to go,
Just
Schumacher.
Incredible manoeuvring.
Now we can.
The team watching on and clearly loving that.
We could take turns faster with these wet tires on. Now, once it gets below 3 millimeters, then we have to be We have to be careful. And we want to see what the weather does in 1 minute here. Alright, these guys are coming back in. I think they're going to switch back to intermediates. Gasly just came out of the pit. Doggone it. Yeah, and he's got intermediates. Shoot. Is he right ahead of us? Alright, they're all coming back in to change their intermediates, so this must be... Doggone it, man. I'm always behind these guys.
Box, Kevin, box.
Copy box.
Shoot! We'll let Schumacher pass him and he'll go up on the next one.
Okay, Mick, we'll box now. Mick, box now.
Copy. Box is stopping.
But Tsunoda's behind us, so we're good there. And we're going to get out ahead of him. So we're staying in 13. Very nice, very nice. Nice, he came out in good shape. We're 13 and we can get around Ricardo, no problem. He's at 58 on the intermediates. He's going to have to come in. He's going to come in. These guys are going to come in. Let's go back to Schumacher. See how he's doing. He's the last one on the track with wets. He's at 11th. He's going to lose right here, though. He's going to lose a spot.
We've just had a car run wide.
So, okay, he's behind us. That's okay. That works out. We're all the way down at the end, though. That's the funny thing. All right, 16. That's where we're going to stay. 16's all right. Right? 16, he's going to come out. Stay ahead of him. All right. There we go. All right, we're good there. $16 and $12. I just don't know what to make of this. I don't know how to run with weather. I don't make the choices quick enough. I'm always trailing behind everyone else. Everyone else makes a decision and then I follow. And I'm watching this pretty closely too. Competitor locked up. That's okay. It's not us, right?
Is that a lockup?
Sainz, Carlos Sainz. He's way up. He's way up there, so that's going to be all right. We're not going to worry about it. Okay, so he's back at 16. He's okay. He's at 12. And he's got both of these guys ahead, so we're gonna need these guys to come in. Look at the tire wear though. They're gonna have to come in sooner. We're gonna get ahead of both of them, so that's gonna be fine. He could get ahead of Gasly. Now let's see what Sainz goes with. Is he gonna put on a fresh pair of intermediates? I think he will. There he is. We'll see when he comes out. And the answer is... He's out. He's out right there. He's not in the pit. He's out. Okay, yeah, some fresh set of intermediates. Yeah, we got President. So the guys that are in front of us that are close enough to make a difference, it's these two. So it's Ocon and Norris, right? Or is this Ricardo Gasly? I don't know. This in front of us is Ricardo.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Norris ran wide.
We can take a look now. Watch this. We're looking at Lando Norris, and they've gone wide.
Oh, and he didn't
Way
lose.
wide.
He didn't lose any positioning though. And he's got Gasly right behind him. So that's got to be these guys. That's Norris and Gasly. Now when they come in, we'll get around them. Norris and Gasly. And Ricardo's then right here. So we'll get around both of these guys. Gasly's not going to come in though. Norris and Ricardo are going to come in. We'll get around both of them. So we'll get up into 10th place. We'll stay behind Gasly, but we'll get ahead of both of those guys. I'm going to see when they come in. Obviously, he didn't come in here. We'll see if Ricardo comes in. I don't think he will. Norris is at 48. He's got to come in like the next time around, maybe. There's always a lot to talk about during these races, because as each lap that goes by, you're like, okay, is he going in now? Is he going in now? You know, watch and see how far they can drive that tire wear down. I like keeping this one open. Of all the ones, you know, I like watching off the leader for a while, but at this point, you know, he's out here. He's got nobody really behind him. If we go back to Schumacher, he's in a bit of a crowd, and he's looking to get lapped by Red Bull. We're at 1.77. Slightly overheating's not too bad. You don't have to worry about these guys, because these guys are going to lap you. It's these guys you want to catch. Actually, he's got Joe behind him. So he does have to worry about Joe. He doesn't have to worry about him, but he's got to worry about Joe right there. He's got Bottas up here. He can make some moves. And these guys, they've got solid. None of these guys are coming. Ricardo, okay, Norris is in the pit. He's in the pit now, though. Can we get around him? He's starting to come out. Are we going to get him? Are we going to get him? I think we will. Will we? Where is he? I don't see him. Yeah, we got around him. He's coming out of here. All right, we got around Norris. We could stay in front of him. He's right here, though. All right, good, good, good. We got around Norris. That's good. We did it organically, and now Ricardo's going to come around, so we're going to get back into 10. We have to keep McLaren behind us. Otherwise, we're going to have problems at the end of the season. If we give them a point now, they can get another point at the end of the season. If we can hold them off the points now, we'll basically hold them off, I think, for the year. I think we're stuck in solid 7th, but we could mess it up. We have to be careful. Got to drive smart. Drinking water. Getting over an illness. Haven't had... We had a long illness. Not a bad one. but for a while, sore throat, real sore throat, kind of a bacterial thing. He's trying on him. Oh, we might get him. No fever or anything like that, but just, lethargy and all that stuff. Yes, way to go.
Okay, good job. That's one.
And he still has to pit.
Haas with an overtake.
I liked it. Anyway, because I haven't felt well for like a week and a half, I haven't had a beer in weeks. I kind of miss it. Just especially it's a weekend. I did yard work. I did yard work today. I was out there, leaves, third leaf pickup, cutting the grass, starting to tear out. We had a vegetable garden, so I was tearing out, the tomato plants are on their last legs, so starting to tear those out. It's a lot of yard work. Love to come inside and have a beer, but just not feeling it yet, so still drinking water. Got to heal up. Especially since I just went to the store and got, at Costco, got the Sam Adams seasonal thing, and it's got some white ales, it's got some other seasonal stuff. I think there's even a chocolate stout. Just so excited. So, fun times. My brother-in-law Pete's got a nephew who works at a brewery and has bought some of their stuff that they test to him, and he's getting his seasonal beers now too. So it's a fun time of year, fall into winter, for beer drinking. If you drink good stuff. I just had my coffee this morning. I love coffee too. Just a warm cup of coffee in the morning. It's just so good. So many simple pleasures. Working from home tomorrow, that's always nice. Start the week I gotta get down to the city at some point. I got a job once a month. Gotta head in the city twice a week out to a branch. But it's always nice to start a Monday when you can kind of roll in there with comfortable pants on. I love working from home. Some people can't do it. I remember before COVID.
Good job.
All right, Schumacher got one. I had a neighbor who worked from home, and he's like, well, you got to be really disciplined.
Haas with
So
an overtake there.
I was like, oh, it's Tsunoda. I want to see that.
Let's have a look. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Nice. Way to go, kid.
Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy.
Way to go, boys.
That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
Yeah, so neighbor was like, yeah, you gotta be really, really disciplined though. There's a lot of distractions at home. I thought, okay, that makes sense. And then COVID, we had to work at home. We started working at home. It's like, I work so much better at home. I do. Now it's the exact opposite. If I have to go into the office, it's like a half a day. You can't help but get in a conversation. Oh crap, we're wet again. Oh my gosh. Is it climbing?
Box, Kevin, box.
Box.
See if anyone's following him in. I'm thinking of leaving Schumacher out there.
They've locked up and gone straight on.
Hamilton's wide. All right. Maybe we get some of these guys. I'm watching this. 479. 480. I think Schumacher's up there, right up here, yeah.
Nice work.
All right, now we can get around these guys. Getting around both his teammates.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Yeah, he's going to take his teammate too.
That's P14.
I don't know if he's going to get him on the straightaway here.
Haas with an overtake.
He's getting around all these guys with his wet tires. He's making hay while the sun shines, you know? But quite the opposite. Just he's making hay while the rain drives. I'm just going to test this out, though. I'm going to keep Schumacher out there on the intermediates, even though we're close to 5 millimeters, and it's hanging out here. But I think he's got to take some spaces here. He's going to lose them when he comes back in to change the tires back. But he's passing these guys with intermediates because he could take these turns at much greater speed, so he's going to get around all of them.
Nice work, Kev.
And the rain's starting to come down already. So once he gets down, he's going to have to get another pit stop. But what a mess of a race, though. And these turns are really helping him. He wants to get out ahead of these guys for when it comes back. Now it looks like he's trying to overtake, what's his face? He's going for it. He's really fighting. He's passing Red Bull. He's going. He's not going to wait. Alright, so he fell to P14. He fell because Norris has wets on.
McLaren gain a position.
And that's okay, because we're going to leave him out there with his intermediates. We can get around him. We can get around Ocon. We can get around him. Come on, let's get around him. Can we or no? We're not going to get around him. We're not going to get around him. There's Ocon right there. Get around him. Does Ocon have wets on? What does Ocon have on? What does he have on? He just came out. He doesn't have 35% anymore. There's no way. He's got intermediates on. What did he go in for? That's not Ocon. We're at 4 millimeters. We're coming down now. Now Schumacher's going to come up. And he's going to need to come in. So we're going to have him come in.
Kevin, box.
Copy, box.
Now he's going to probably lose those spots again. Maybe, probably. Yeah, because he's got all those guys right behind him. Doggone, we're at lap 39. Yeah, here they all come. Shoot. But they're going to have to come in because they're 16. 16. Gotta stay ahead of Ricardo. Stay ahead of Ricardo. Stay ahead of him. Stay ahead of him. Shoot. Science in the pit. Okay. I think we handled that one okay. Schumacher up at 13. Science is in the Ocon's going to have to go in the pit. Ocon's right here. Who's going in the pit? Perez, everybody. Ocon. I don't know if it's this guy or this guy. I think it's this guy. I don't know if we're going to get him or not. This is tough with this weather. I don't know what the heck is happening. I don't know if it's going to keep raining or what. What are you going to do? I'm going to mute myself. It's hard, man. This strategy kind of goes out the window. Now, with these guys all have good tires. We got to be careful them behind us. We got Vettel ahead of us. He's aggressive enough that he could take them. Now we got somebody in the pit there, but we're not going to pass him. We're close. Like he's doing good management there. Yeah, we don't have DRS. DRS is not being enabled today, not with these conditions. He came out of that turn well. So let's see what he does in the straightaway. See if he makes any ground. If it looks like he's coming in quicker, I think he's gaining on him. He's keeping in tight. And I don't think Vettel is a better driver. I think Schumacher's a better driver than Vettel. And these guys are right on. Norris is still on wets, and they're down to 3 millimeters. So Norris is going to have to come in, even though he's... And Bottas is going to come in before us. Ocon's definitely going to come in. He's going to come in like now. I think this is Ocon. No? Maybe this is Ocon. He's at 30%. Is he coming in? Okay, he's going in. Oh, it's Alonso. Alonso's in the pit. We're not going to catch Alonso. So Ocon's not coming in yet because his teammates in there. So we're not going to catch him. But he's at 30%. All right, nice move, kid. Nice move. Just got around Vettel. Very nice. And he's going to go around Norris.
Very good job.
We got Norris on the straights. Norris is going to beat us in the turns because he's got those wets. Oh, hey!
Haas with an overtake there.
And another one. Well done, kid. One more near the points.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Look at that, 3 abreast back there. These guys are fighting it out. Now these guys have less tire wear. Less tire wear. I mean, more tire wear, and the wrong tires. Both of these guys got to come in and change their tires, so that works out very well for us. That 42 is 71. Let's see if we look at tire wear. We're going to need to come in again. If it would dry off, we could end with softs. But we can make it to 55. So I don't have to think about anything until 55. He can go to 65. 55 for Schumacher. 65 for Magnussen. This is good, people. This is good. I'm telling you right now. Good out there. Oh, I really don't want him to spin out or anything. Or go wide. He wants to keep pushing it. His confidence in the car was its highest, I think, of the season. So he has a really good feel for what the car can do and what it can't do in this race. And so far he's doing very well. Keeping these guys behind him. A bow toss up along the front of us. I can't believe that McLaren is still running those wet tires at 2 millimeters. Or maybe they're hoping for the rain to come back. I don't know. They know something we don't know. I really hope that the rain dissipates. Almost 4 o'clock now. It's been raining for an hour. If we got a clearing in this storm, that would be awesome. I tell you. Hope you're enjoying your weekends. Got another driver locked up. And it wasn't Magnussen, right?
And that's the lockup.
Tsunoda. He's behind Schumacher, ahead of Magnussen. I see him there. Yeah, so this is going to be Tsunoda right there. Didn't really help Magnussen.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Verstappen now lockup on turn 11. He's still out in front.
Okay, good job, Kev. That's one.
He's got to get his tires changed. Ocon's down to 24%.
Haas with an overtake.
I'm sorry about this.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the replay.
Oh.
Right, watch this. There's Schumacher. What a spin out. And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it may have really hurt their overall chances.
There you go, Pete. That one's for you. Falls down to 13th. Now here's the problem. These guys are ahead of him. They're gonna pit. I don't know. Ocon. I don't know if he's gonna get Ocon. I don't know if we're gonna get the points. This is good. These are back here, but I don't know if we're gonna get back up the points. And I'll tell you this right now. When Schumacher locks up, he likes to do it in pairs or in triplets. I've seen him lock up multiple times. He's doing so well. It's like I don't want to get excited when they're doing well. So I just feel like the floor is going to cave. They're so predictable. So predictable. So frustratingly predictable. We were in the running for points to get in the top 10 there. But now we've got Joe, Vettel, and Bottas ahead of us. Joe, Vettel, Bottas. The likelihood of him getting around those three is fairly slim. Now, these guys have more tire wear, so they may go in before him. If they did, and they remained at this distance from him, he would get them if he doesn't spin out. But then once he got past him, he'd have to come in, like I said, around lap 55, I think. What was it? 55. And I was really hoping it was going to clear up. It's slightly drying. He's got Tsunoda behind him and not too far back. Let's check his onboard cameras. I don't see the guys. Okay, there they are. They're ahead of him. Can he reach them without spinning out? They're about a football field ahead of him. Tsunoda is back there, but he got some distance off the jump there. Tsunoda's a little bit more in the football field behind him. So he's actually closer to the guys in front of him than he is the guy behind him. And now it looks like Ocon's in the pit. Can we get Ocon? I think we can. I think we can. He's starting to move. We should get him before he comes out here. We should get him.
Try yellow ahead.
Copy.
He's going to be coming out right here. We got him. We got Ocon behind us. Yeah. Nice. Well done, son. All right, that's good. That helps. Now we've got Joe and Vettel. And they're here. He could, if he doesn't crash, spin out or go wide, he could get those guys. Ocon is an aggressive driver, so he does have to worry about Ocon catching him. So he's playing offense and defense. This stuff, this is like, it's a marathon. It is. It's high tension for an hour and a half. And I think Alpine has a better car than ours, because it looks like Ocon's going to catch us. It looks like we got around him temporarily. He's right there. He's in our slipstream. I mean, he's right there. Now, what if Ocon went wide instead of us? Wouldn't that be something? And we're still pressuring these guys in front of us. Ocon's got new tires, though. Joe and Vettel are going to come in before us, I believe. Bottas is going to come in before us. Problem is, Bottas is way up here. He still has he has a shot at the money, but it looks like Ocon's going to get around him. He can get around Joe, Vettel, possibly Bottas, but he's going to have to come in for tires later. It's raining again. 80% chance in 3 minutes. So this is going to be climbing, and I don't know if we're going to need to go to wets or not. I hope not. I don't want to go back to wets. These guys are still on them. And they paid for it by not switching. He's doing well defensively, boxing him out. But he's not playing offense. He's not really going for those guys in front of him. He's just playing defense against Ocon. And I don't think he can keep that up for 21 more laps. I know he can't. So, question is if he gets past, will he leapfrog him? Okay, no, he's lapped. Maybe that bought him some space. That extra traffic might have bought him a little bit of space. But he's already flying up on us. See, I'd like to see him go wide. Like he's pushing it so hard. What's with their tires? I mean, why do other teams not go wide? He's right back on us. It's frustrating. I mean, we're here with these guys. These guys are right in front of us. Here we're coming on the home stretch. We're trying to catch them. And we look in our rear camera, and there he is right there. Ocon's right stinking there. And he's slowly creeping up on us. And then we hit the brakes on this turn, and he gets even closer. And we're taking these turns so fast. Joe's got more tire wear than us. Maybe we can outlast him and leapfrog him there. But if we do, we're not going to be so far out ahead of him that we're going to have to eventually change our tires again. 55 is we got 5 more laps before we need to change our tires. Before our tires begin to be a problem. Look at how close we are. We're close. We're here. I'm listening to the engine sounds, and we're impaired with them. We're hitting the gas, I think, about the same time they are at the point of the turn. So it's a challenge, man. This is a dead heat. This is interesting. But man, we are just basically, we have Ocon on a hitch. It's like, get off. What's with this Alpine car? Oh my gosh, Trek has to change to wet again. Now it's going to help out these punks. But how long is it going to go on for wet? I don't think we're going to come in. I'm tired of coming in and putting wets on. 435. Let's watch. 6. All right, we held them back. That's good. Well, 4.5, 4.7, 4.8, 4. Oh man, it's really coming down. He's going for the pass. We're gonna go around those guys in the pit. They're putting their wets on. We're getting around them with both guys. Four, 7, 6. All right, he's finally around us on the inside. But we're still in 10.
Alpine just advanced.
Yeah, it's okay. We're still 10. Maybe Alpine's going to come in for a pit. We're 7-7. We're not coming in. Now we're getting passed by the teams with wets. But they're gonna come back in. They're gonna come back.
That was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
They're gonna come back in and need to change their tires again. I'm trying to see what this does. Okay, it's starting to come back a little. So,
Just keep concentrating.
alright, he got passed by Vettel with wets.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
We're 6-7. All right, Vettel's going around us. That's okay.
Looks like Aston
It's coming
Martin
down.
have just gained a race position.
55. We can hold out. We can hold out. We're going to hold out. Everyone else is on wets. But everyone else is going to come back in.
It's not over for us.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Did he spin out? I think I come in for new intermediates. I think I come in for new intermediates. Last pair.
Box now. Mick, box now.
Copy for box. Pit entry.
Okay, understood. And white line, white line.
Last set for the rest of the race. We're under the 4 amount, so he's going to be good. These punks are going to come back in, get their tires changed. Magnussen out front, he's going to ride up when all these other jokers come back in to get their tires changed again. But it's really, yeah, it's really going to be, he's really going to make out. Because all these jokers are going to come in. And he's going to go flying around them. .373. We're under 4 now. And he's going to move faster on these straights. Joe is the one right behind Schumacher. Schumacher's here, so Joe is here. These guys are from another lap. So now if we go to Magnussen, I'm sorry, go back here. And he can go out almost to lap 65. Now he's got Alpine as the next guy ahead of him, so this is the guy ahead of me has to get past. This is Ferrari, he's way out in front. But he can, when these guys come in, he can catch them. He's got Sonoda behind him, but again, it's the rain is wearing off now. It's draining, and all these guys are going to come in before him. I think this will work out to our advantage that we didn't come in. I think the next lap, these guys are going to come in because it's going to get down closer to 2 millimeters by the time we get back around here again. And we could run on these tires a little bit longer. This bodes well for us, people. I think we have a good shot at ending the points here with this setup. I think it helped that we were the only two teams that didn't switch to wets during that last little downpour. We lost some places, but we were tight on them, and we came in and changed it. With Schumacher, came in and put on new intermediates, and he got his brand new intermediates just as the rain dropped below the top threshold, and now he's good for the rest of the race. He doesn't have to change tires again, as long as it doesn't dry out so much that he's got to change to a different tire set completely. But he doesn't have to worry about any more pits as long as he stays above a millimeter of rain. And we're dropping down. What I say, when he comes back around here on the home stretch, we're going to be, well, we're in the 2s, but these guys are going to pit. I'm excited now. I'm excited about the possibilities. And again, we have McLaren behind us with wets on. McLaren behind us with wets on. Alpha Tauri behind and in front, but with, let's see, the one in front of him, the Alpha Tauri in front of him. I guess it's all the way up here. So there's no way we're going to get past Gasly. Magnussen. Theoretically, he may be able to run the race out on this. I don't know. But pretty soon we got to start seeing cars come in here.
It's a yellow on the pit straight.
Gasly.
You're doing a good job.
I'm sorry about the spin.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, I'm good.
Understood, Mick.
They're still 14th.
Sounds like we've had a spin. Let's see what happened there. Right, watch this.
I told you.
Schumacher.
He does it in pairs. Same freaking
Oh,
spot,
dear,
same
oh,
spin.
dear, oh dear. The car's just gone. The team are devastated.
Same spot, same
They'll be
spin.
questioning just what happened out there.
I agree with her. She's like, yep. I knew that was coming. She had money on that spin out. Still at 14th. Still ahead of Joe. Who's ahead of him? Tsunoda? Tsunoda's up here. He's got to stay ahead of Joe. But I told you he spins out, man. That guy loves spinning. He's like a tilt-a-whirl with that kid. He never does just one. All right, looks like we're making a move on Ferrari. We got to get around him so we can get around Vettel. And we're doing it. Are we doing it?
Well done, Kev.
We got around Vettel. We got around Vettel, who was on the outside. We can't seem to get around Ferrari, even when they're on wets.
Haas with an overtake there.
All right, there's Vettel. We got him in a dust. I was saying on straight, we should be able to get around a car with wets, but yet we can't because it's a Ferrari, and their car is just that good. All right, we're in the points, and he keeps trying to take them. Two millimeters dampness. All right. Now, where's Bottas? Up here. We need Bottas to switch to... Once we come below 2, Bottas has to think about coming in to switch to those intermediates. I can't tell what this weather's going to do. I don't know what this means. Is it going to rain more? 62 is 71. We each have like 10 laps left. I think it's Bottas and Alonso are the two ahead of him. So it's him, then Bottas and Alonso. It's possible when Bottas comes in that we can get around him. Possible, but not extremely likely. And if I go to here, okay, he's got Norris behind. He's got Joe and Norris behind him. He's looking at going around Red Bull and Mercedes. Now these guys, I think, have lapped him. This is Perez and Hamilton, I think. But he's got to come. He's got to come up so that we can. If we want to catch Bottas up here. And those guys are still running wets. So we're outpacing them definitely on the straightaways, and should be, even if it's
a new race position for Haas.
Nice.
Let's take a closer look. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Nice cut, kid.
Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy.
And then left him back a little.
Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it.
In the garage. All right, so Magnussen is on his own here. 49% on the wear. He may be able to run this out. Again, I'm watching Bottas. 13, so he's got to get around Ocon and Vettel. His competition is right in front of him. He could pass them. He's on better tires and they're on wets. He's going to get ahead of them. And they're likely going to come in and change anyway. The challenge here is Magnussen. Can he go the rest? Look at it. He already did. He went around both of them.
Okay, good job. You'll get back on it. Your pace was excellent.
It was, unless I want to see him take two guys in one move there.
Haas have moved up the field.
Two
Let's
positions.
take a look at the replay. Now just focus on the Haas.
Wow, look at that. 1, 2. And look at he left him in the dust. Oh, it's paying off,
Superb
people.
move, gaining more and more places.
Oh man, he's running for it.
I think it's safe to say that went down well with the team.
Ten and
We've
11.
just had a spin.
Norris on turn 1. All right, so now Bottas is right here. We're catching Bottas, and he's going to change his tires. He can't stay out on wets, and even if he does, we're going to pass him because we're outpacing him on these intermediates. The rain's coming down. What's happening here? 80% chance in 3 minutes. It looks dark out. Oh, that would suck if it all of a sudden rains really hard and then they end up doing better because they stayed on their wets. Oh, I'd be so furious. Way to get around them, kid. Way to get around them.
Mega job, mates.
Only left him back there.
Haas with an overtake.
He's off to the races, as the saying goes. I think he's going to get... Who's that? Oh, that's Mercedes. He's not. 8 more laps. 1-2-0. Even though it's raining now, it's showing that the rain's coming down. We got around Bottas. This is Alonso now. Now we're racing for Alonso. And maybe he can get around Bottas and get 2 of us in the points. Oh, that'd be so nice. 9th and 10th. But now we're making it for Alonso. An 80% chance of rain. I mean, I'm watching this. It's falling. These guys aren't going to come in. They're hoping for more rain. And if it doesn't, they're going to need to change like in the last 10 laps. He's got the fastest lap on the first sector. Track's drying up. They're all going to come in.
DRS enabled.
DRS is enabled. Holy cow. Alright, we got to see when people come in here. 7 laps. Not the fastest lap, fastest first sector. Who's ahead of him? Who's coming in? 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Now it's climbing up. Now it's raining. And it's quickly loading up. It said the rain was clearing up. But now it's getting wetter by the second. Oh, it's working to their advantage. Come on, rain, stop, stop. Oh, you...
We can take a look now. Now just focus on the Haas. And this, yes, this is where they spun out.
Alright, I don't think he lost a spot, though.
And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
Right, he was 9th. He's still 9th. What's this? He got a penalty? A penalty from what? 5 seconds? Oh, what for? There was nobody around him. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. And these guys, oh, they're going to get... Oh, I want the rain to stop.
6 laps remaining.
That's good. That's good. We have 2 in the points, although his 5 seconds. Those 5 seconds might be fine. 5 seconds might keep him still in 9th. Let's see, off the leader. Off the leader. 5 seconds. Yeah, that's fine. Now here's the problem is it's now wet. It's now wet, and we still have intermediates on, but it's only 4.2. We're gonna lose. Who's right behind him? It's a Mercedes. So his next guy back is back here, right? We don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about losing our positions. I don't think. Although this is Bottas right there. He could lose a spot to Bottas. It's still wet. Bottas is going to go to pass him. It's coming down though. It's coming down. If he can hold out when it comes below 4.
5 laps remaining.
If it gets below 4. And it will. If it gets below 4 and he stays ahead of him. Stay ahead of him, kid. Stay ahead of him. It's below 4. We have the advantage now in the straights. If we could stay ahead of Bottas for 1 lap.
To have been a lockup.
Show us behind us. It's good. Now we can outpace him. Leave him behind you. Leave him behind you. Yes. Keep him back there. Keep him back there.
Was that a lockup on the track?
Joe locked up. Keep him behind you. And we're both into points. Rain stopped. Nice. Magnussen at 38. Nobody on him. We're not going to switch tires at this point. We're going to run it out. We're going to run it out. Schumacher's just got to stay ahead of Joe. Bottas. The rain's coming down. We should outpace him on the straights. He's got us in the turns.
4 laps remaining.
As long as we don't wipe out, we get 2 in the points. It'll be so nice. Only Gasly ahead of us. The water coming off the track. The rain stopped. This is good. This is good. I'm watching our guy who's back, but he was very close to Bottas. But now on the straights, we should lose them. We have better tires on the straights. And he's got 68% wear too. If he doesn't spin out, he's good. .68 is 71. Look now, he's back there. Good, good. Okay, I'm going back to Magnussen. His tire wears down to 36, but I think he can keep it. He only has 3 laps to go.
Three laps remaining.
Man, 2 drivers in the points will be awesome. Look at that, the clouds cleared. The track's going to get drier and drier. There's nobody behind him. And we're going to see a sunset here in Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo. Down right off the pavement. We're looking good here, folks. We're looking good, sons. Careful on those turns. Yeah, you know, there's nobody here now. Alonso, they're not going to come in and pit at this, right? Alonso's 60%. They're going to run out on the Reds. He's trying to take him in the last few laps. He's trying to see if he can catch him and take him, but his His tire wears down to 34. Schumacher. He still has Bottas right behind him. And Bottas is going to make a move late race. But we've got superior tires and superior tire. We have better tire wear on a better tire for this situation. As the track dries, that should only keep us out in front. As long as he doesn't spin or go wide. Oh, kid.
I think there's been a lockup.
Joe is back here.
2 laps remaining.
Last lap for Hamilton.
Copy that.
I think there's Hamilton in front of us, isn't it? Oh, this looks good right now, people. Looks good right now. Keep your fingers crossed. He's making a move on Mercedes here. Magnussen, is this Alonso right here? No, wait, this is Alonso there. No, this is Alonso. I gotta go to Magnussen. 32%. I think this is Alonso Alpine right ahead of us. And he's going to be on his last lap here. He can get around him. He's catching him.
This is the final lap now.
This is Alonso ahead of him. He can get ahead of Alonso. He can get around. Oh, he did. No, that's not Alonso. Where's Alonso? Is this Alonso up ahead of us here? That can't be. This is Red Bull. This has got to be Alonso back here. Oh no, this is Alonso up here. I'm looking at the wrong guy.
Checkered flag.
Yeah, car was great. Thank you.
We're not gonna.
Here's the replay. And at the end of that final lap, Hamilton has secured the win.
There'll be celebrations tonight after a performance like that. They've done themselves and the team proud.
I think this is Alonso here. I don't think we're going to catch him. Schumacher's got Bottas back here. He's in good space if he doesn't spin out. And I don't think we're going to catch Alonso. Wait, wouldn't that be cool? He's right up there. Oh my gosh, that would be something. We're not going to do it though. We're not going to do it because we got this stretch and the home run. Can he get around him here? He's going to gun it. He's not going to make it because here's the finish line. And once he comes around, he's going to get there before us. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. We got 2 drivers in the points. Oh, that was great. See you down
Checkered flag.
out in Abu Dhabi.
Well done, man.
Good drive, mate. Load slow.
Kevin Magnussen showing us how it's done. A great result. This is a good result for Haas. More than enough to satisfy the whole team.
Absolutely. I imagine it'll be pats on the back all round, and deservedly so.
After the race, they sit in 7th place in the Constructors' standings.
Formula One has almost reached its conclusion this year. Meet us next time in Abu Dhabi, between the desert and the sea, for an enthralling finale.